What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and today we're going to go hunting for that DC Universe rare UPC logo. Some of you know who you are, sent me your copies for an unboxing on my channel. I am eternally thankful. I had another example where someone sent me a link to like a Craigslist one where one of these was dirt cheap, so thank you for that. And in case you missed it in the other video, there's this rare logo that was on Toys R Us and Walmart packs in like the mid-90s, from like 93 to like 97. Some of these comics in here have some rare DC Universe variant logos. Other ones, it's just a regular UPC direct edition looking comic. It's a total mixed bag, and it's what gives these DC Universe logos such a higher rarity. I got my bags and boards right there. We are going to unbox these for the first time in 30 years and take a look at what's inside. I'm going to start it off with Nightfall again. Now, we did this on last week's video, and we found that this one does not have the DC variant logos, but it does have some higher rarity print counts. I have two. I'm going to be unboxing the one that came in the mail that was really janky. I'm just going to put a picture up on the screen and have you guys check it out. This came to me in a box that didn't even fit it, to the point where he had to put it vertically with no bubble wrap, no popcorn, no even newspaper, nothing. So this thing already has a few, looks like some damage to the box, but we're going to take a look and see if any within here are still perfect grade. Again, we already know that this box does not have the DC Universe variant logo, but we're going to get this one out of the way because this does have some pretty cool second prints, if this is similar to the one that I opened last week. First one is an exact match to the one from last week, a third print copy of Batman 492, which is Nightfall Part 1. It does have some indentation from being in this window, but that's awesome. That's another one that, with a press, can get a 9.8. Let's keep it coming. Okay guys, I may have been wrong. These are so far in absolute 9.8 ready, possibly 9.9 ready condition. I think I opened the right one. Not a single error on any of these in sight. Beautiful. Love that 495 cover. Great Poison Ivy cover. Ooh, our first defect. Look at that nasty spine rip right there. I wonder how that got there. None of the other books seem to have it. Let's see if they continue. No, the one right below it doesn't have it. Super weird. Alright, I gotta put that one Detective Comics 662 in another pile. These are the ones that can get the 9.8. That one unfortunately can't. Alright, and now let's, you know what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for that rare third print variant. I now have two perfect copies. Both will be going out to CGC, but let's go ahead and get these in some bag and boards. Let's go ahead and open part 2 of Nightfall. Looking for that window indentation. Yep, this one's got it. So every single one with a window constantly seems to have the same indentation. I think with a press we can undo that. Guys, I actually just noticed this one has a slight dinged corner. Unfortunately, I won't be sending that one out to get pressed. Another dinged corner on this one. Uh-oh. Are there some issues with part 2? Maybe. Yeah, that's clean as day. Here we go. Alright, the issues have stopped. We're back to looking perfect. I didn't mention this, but in the last video I didn't mention. This is one of my favorite comic book covers of all time. Unfortunately, this one looks like it will not get the 9.8. It has a dinged corner in the upper left, which none of them have had except for this one. That's too bad. This is notoriously difficult to find a 9.8 in. Maybe I'll put it in my pressing pile. I don't know. Great way to end it with another rare second print of Batman 500. Looks like this Nightfall set was a complete identical match to last week's video. No DC UPC Universe Logo variants, but very nice, solid copies. It's like a $500 book, guys. Nice. So next up, I thought we'd do an interesting one, and this one was recommended to me. Someone messaged me on Instagram and was like, these are going on Craigslist for dirt cheap. So I had to get this one. We got 0 Hour from DC 0 Month, and also just a random Best of 1994. We'll see. First time being opened since 1994, guys. Pretty cool. Trying to remember when I was a kid, did I have this exact one? It doesn't look familiar. Some of these do. First issue, I'm checking for some window damage. DC Universe Logo, Aquaman #1. Very nice. And it does have some slight indentations, which means I'm going to have to press it. But still, pretty nice. Wonder Woman #90. There it is, guys. That's a nice comic right there, with the DC Universe label. Superboy #8. I believe that is Superboy Prime attacking the more modern Superboy. I think if memory serves me correct, that's what that is. Pretty awesome. I love the shape of these guys. Again, I said it in the last video, I'm going to say it again, you don't get such high quality in paper that you find on modern comics. These 30-year-old books, man, if you find them in this nice condition, they're better than what's off the press today. Flash 91, no, not 92, but that is the DC Universe logo. Very nice. Some of these have trading cards. This one doesn't seem to have it. Interesting. First one in this batch that didn't have the DC Universe variant, and that's too bad because a DC Universe variant in anything Batman Adventures would have been pretty cool. Still, this is razor sharp. I will be submitting out. Any Lobo fans out there? Because I got a nice DC Universe variant right there. Whew! Very nice. Damage #0. Here's a book I never read. Actually, I don't know anything about Damage, to be honest with you guys. No clue. I guess I must have just missed that one when that was coming out. Yeah, so those were a perfect shape. No issues there. Huh! Psych. This one has a slight, just below the staple, it's got a little ding there. So unfortunately that one cannot get the 9.8, most likely. I mean, I could submit it in, but these days, since they raised the prices of pre-screening, I don't think I want to risk it. Next up, I'm actually pretty excited for. This is from 0 Hour. This is 0 Month, and there is a Superboy 0, which is the first appearance of King Shark in here. So I really hope that A, it's really high grade, and it would be really cool if it happened to be the DC Universe logo variants. We'll find out together. I'm noticing some damage to this box here, so we'll see. Well, we may not get the DC Universe logo variant on this one, but these are great shape. We'll see. Here's one I've been hunting for a while myself. I ran into a really nice copy a couple weeks ago, but it just couldn't quite get it. Now I'm going to have to look up to see if these 0 hour books, if they all have that same 0 hour looking UPC variant. I'm curious. Nice. Now I have a reader and a high grade copy of that. There's some spine damage on my Wonder Woman #1. I wonder how that happened. That one can't even get it with a press. Super bizarre. There it is. First cameo of King Shark in Superboy Zero in what I would pretty much consider perfect grade. So that's definitely going out. I already have Superboy 9, I think it is, first King Shark. So now I'm going to have the first cameo. This is personal collection right here. This is awesome. Guys, I literally just made a video talking about how much I love this comic. This is on my most underrated DC comics that you probably haven't heard of. Flash Zero from 0 Hour. That's awesome. Next up, we're going to check out this one, which looks like it includes a trading card. We'll see if there's any DC Universe logos that pop up in here. What's cool about this one is both this one and this Superman, I had both of these when I was a kid. I think I showed it in my last video. Of course, mine are red to death, and these look fantastic. We'll find out. Man, I feel like a kid again, dudes. This is... I remember opening these just the same way, not recently. I'm looking right at a DC Universe Logo Variant. Now let's check out the grade on this boy. I'm actually not even seeing any weird blips or anything like that from sitting in the window. So that's pretty cool. And that is Superman Man of Tomorrow #1. Good to see that DC Universe Logo Variant again. I was getting a little concerned. Yo, I remember this book. Superboy and the Ravers, #1. Oh my gosh. Guys, in case you're curious, the year is 1996 on this one. DC Universe logo hidden on the back. I'm getting that thing. Woo! Let's get that bagged and boarded right away. That is rare, and that is a book that I think can get the 9.8. Let's get that in there right away. Little Nightwing trading card. Awesome. Put that in my tiny little pile of Nightwing cards. We got a Superman Adventures #1. This is their animated series. Does not have the DC Universe logo, and there is some waviness, so I'm going to need to press that one, but I'm definitely doing it. That's one of the nicest Superman Adventures #1s I've ever seen. Unfortunately, this steel one has some spine ticks right in the middle, preventing it from getting a 9.8. It's funny how they can randomly just have that. That is cool with that DC Universe logo, though. Very nice. Wow, that is clean. Superboy, #1, with the DC Universe logo. This run's been pretty good for me, Superboy-wise. Let's see if we can't keep it going. I do have another Superman, which we're going to check out right now. I remember this one, and I don't remember the DC Universe logos being on this. I was checking out my ratty-looking copies that I own. I think this might just be high grade. We'll see. A wedding invitation. I think I remember these. I might look into pressing that. That's pretty cool. I'll put that over here with my little rarity oddball pile. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not seeing any DC Universe logos, guys, but these are comics I read a lot as a kid, so they're meaningful to me. Even with a 9.8, they might fetch like $30. But hey, that's a personal collection book. I love these. I love the whole events surrounding the Superman wedding. I think Superman was fantastic in the early 90s. The 90s was good to Superman, except for when they killed him, but the stories were good. cool seeing these books that I read so frequently in just such high grade. It's really something, guys. The year for this is also 1996, I'm seeing. Here's a random one. DC Universe logo hidden at the bottom right there. What's funny is, I was looking at mine from this collection, and my copy of Superman 118 did not have the DC Universe logo. So, remember when I told you they were mixed bags? Some are going to have it, some aren't? They are truly pretty random when they want to assign that DC Universe logo, guys. Now I'm seeing another wedding album right here. I'm hoping for a DC Universe logo in the back, and there it is. Let's get that wrapped up right now. 2 of them. This one actually needs a slight cleaning right there. No problem. I can do that myself. I don't need to have that sent out for that. I'm going to save the Green Lantern for last because that is one I've been searching for a while because it's the exact same one I had as a kid. I read it to death. So I'm looking forward to that one the most. This one was a gift from a fan. This is Robin #2, the Deluxe Collector's Set. And I'm actually expecting this to be in really good grade because it's in like an Absolute Edition plastic. That's fantastic. Looks like retail on this was initially 30 bucks. I want to be very careful with this. This hasn't been touched since, I think, 1992 is the year on this. So I want to be extra careful. I like this little intro they got here. Alright, so there it is. Oh yeah, these are perfect. And it already comes with the hologram trading cards. I already know a big Robin fan that I'll message about and just give these to him because he's been a really cool dude. I think he lives in like Australia too, so shipping might be troublesome, but we'll see. Alright, let's get these in bags and boards immediately. Very nice. #1. Let's see if they can all be in such ridiculously high grade. Another copy of #1. Remember, there's a few variants of this, if you guys are unfamiliar with this book. These are all in ridiculous shape, guys. No DC Universe logos I'm seeing, but oh well. To find these high grades, I know some of you Marvel fans and some of you only care about keys, but to the right guy, these are keys, guys. You know, I used to be this guy. I used to collect Robin exclusively. I learned pretty early on, you don't make your money back when you collect Robin. But you don't do it to make money. You do it for fun. I used to collect full runs of everything. Robin was one of the ones I always had to get the full run of. And let me tell you something, these are in much better shape than the ones I was running across a few years back. Another #1, very nice. Looks like we've moved on to Robin issue 2. I haven't seen a spine tick, a bent corner, anything yet. These are super clean. It's funny, for the amount of books that are in there, it's just 4 issues. It's just the original variants, guys. One of those first series that had so many variants. Something I hate now, but something that's kind of cool for back then. And I just ran out of bags, but I have boards. That's odd. Alright, so apparently I don't have any more bags. I guess I'm going to have to use Mylars for these the second that I get them out of here. Very last issue. Very nice. Going to sandwich in between these 2 collector's things that came with it, and we're going to put that over there. Now, the one I'm absolutely most excited for, this is one of the ones I had as a kid and read to death, that very one you're looking at right there. I'm expecting it to have an indent because it is on the front, but we shall see. Alright, so no DC Universe variant, but again, I just made a video about this one. Nice. This is in my top 10 most underrated comics from DC that you've probably never heard of. Oh, I was just thinking, let me get that in a bag of board. Well, I can't right now. That's okay. I guess I'm putting it right back in the box. Here's some comics that I used to read to death. I think all of my Green Lanterns from this original set, I keep forgetting, I'm gonna go reaching for bags and boards, but I don't have any. All my originals, they're in dirt condition. They don't have covers, or, you know, it's just crazy. There's another trading card hiding right here. In the Oracle database, Superman. Now, interestingly, this one has a couple of these have some blemishes up in the corner, so if I really want these to come back in a high grade, if I submit them out, I will need to do some pressing. Gorgeous, beautiful comics. And what's interesting is, I don't remember that last issue being in there, so like I said, some of these, when they made these sets for Walmart and Toys R Us, some of them were kind of random. Some of them had the DC Universe, some of them didn't. But it looks like, I think we're about maybe 50-50 in terms of which ones have the DC Universe variant and which don't. But guys, I can't believe I had enough to do an entire second video, but thank you so much to everyone who gave me some, or at least directed me in the path of some more of these to do an unboxing for you guys. This one is totally for you. I will be submitting some of these out to CGC. They're overwhelmingly quite good. The majority of these is quite nice, so I think they can all get the perfect grade. But this has been extremely rewarding for me, and as always guys, let me know down in the comments what you think, and keep on collecting.